Assemble. It is time for another entry in the Wrestling Review series. This time we are covering Monday Night Raw from 8/25/2025. Now, we're going to do it a little bit differently this time. Now, we are going to cover the show, and we're also going to cover a couple of the Raw matches. Now, we start off tonight's show with Roman Reigns coming out to the ring. And being interrupted by Bronson Reed. And then them basically getting into a huge brawl that basically lasted the entire night. Well, we also had Xavier Woods avoid, not Xavier, but Kofi Kingston avoid the Mexican Destroyer by Penta on multiple occasions, ending up hitting the Trouble in Paradise and getting the win. And and then they basically celebrate and kind of like a normal break, interview of sorts, where Grayson Waller literally had a bucket of confetti and basically threw it up in the sky over Kofi and Xavier. Hello. And they did that basically throughout. Hello, Amelia. Honestly, hell of another good night for Monday Night Raw. We also had Roxanne Perez lose against Rhea Ripley, which Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez proceeded then to basically maul Rhea Ripley afterwards. And then Io Sky came out to the rescue, basically. And then we had a bit of an altercation kind of backstage with Io Sky and the Kabuki Warriors kind of just talking, really. And then Finn Balor went one-on-one with AJ Styles, and even though apparently we're not going to be getting AJ Styles versus Dominic Mysterio for the Intercontinental Championship at Clash in Paris, we will be getting it in Paris on the Monday Night Raw after Clash in Paris. Now, I am going to be covering a couple of the matches now for Clash in Paris. Not all of them. I'm going to save that for my SmackDown review this Friday. Now, that being said, Clash Clash in Paris, you know, some of the matches I'm going to cover is the Fatal 4-Way for the world title, the Women's Intercontinental Championship being defended by Becky Lynch against Nikki Bella, and the Roman Reigns versus Bronson Reed match. Now, how I'm going to cover these is I'm going to say what I think is going to happen. Now, first we are going to cover the Roman Reigns versus Bronson Reed. Now, what I think is going to happen in that one, I don't think it's going to be an actual conclusion to the match. I think it's going to end in disqualification with like Braun Breaker possibly getting involved, and basically them getting involved and basically Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed just beating down on Roman Reigns, and yeah, just like ending in the disqualification. Basically, Roman Reigns getting the win over disqualification. Now, the Nikki Bella and Becky Lynch match, I don't think Nikki is going to win that. In fact, I think Becky is going to win, and after she wins, probably going to talk about a bunch of smack about, you know, being the best in the women's division. And then I believe she's probably going to be interrupted by the returning Paige. Hello, Emperor. I believe she will be interrupted by Paige. And that'll be her next challenger. Now, the final match we're going to talk about, hello, Ilra, I don't know how to say your name, I'm sorry. But, you know, for the Fatal 4-Way match, what I think is going to happen in that one is I think that mostly Seth Rollins is going to stay away from most of the action. I think he's basically going to let CM Punk... I mean, we've seen it so many times in Fatal 4-Way. The champion usually stays away from the action, tries to take advantage at the end, and does. I think at the start of the match, like, Seth Rollins will try to get away from the action. CM Punk, LA Knight, and Jey Uso are going to try to basically stop him from keeping away from the action, and like basically target him for a while. And then some kind of miscommunication is going to happen, and we're going to get like basically a brawl between all three of the other competitors, save Seth Rollins. One of them is going to hit the finish. I think it's going to be CM Punk that hits the finish. And CM Punk is going to go for the win. Jey Uso is probably going to be out by this point. Seth Rollins is going to come in from out of nowhere, hit the stomp on currently pinning LA Knight or Jey Uso, and that's how Seth Rollins will retain. That's what I think is going to happen, guys, on Clash in Paris. I don't know if that's going to happen. I mean, we'll have to see. But, you know, that being said, I will also be reviewing Clash in Paris, by the way. Just to let you guys know that. However, that being said, my verdict for Monday Night Raw from 8/25/2025 is Unbroken. Now, I will see you guys again later on for BCW Mutiny, as well as another review later tonight, more than likely, for Winchesters. Now, I will see you guys later on for that. As always, remember, stay safe, stay dangerous. Love you guys. Later.